This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
Oh, peace, family. Grand rising, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you at in the world. You know what I'm saying? And you viewing this. Peace to y'all. Glad to see y'all well. Glad to see y'all coming to get this knowledge. Because we about to go deep. We about to go deep into the rabbit hole. So let's get it. Let's get it. Before we do that, I want you to, you see that little thumbs up button down there? Go and hit that thumbs up button for this video because we about to go deep. And you see the little subscribe button right down there? It's right down there. It say subscribe in red letters. Go and click that if you ain't done that right now. So, and it's going to be some bells pop up. Click that bell. You know what I'm saying? So you can get the notifications when I drop a new video. Do that right now. And thanks for rocking with me. So let's get into it. Let's go deep. The end of the world theory. Or should I say, the end of the world myth. You know, a very touchy topic. You know, it's kind of put fear into the people, you know, when you think of the end of the world. Let's think, the end of the world. What is that for you? You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of myths that's going on throughout the religion on this subject. And let's break down some. We got, you know, the Christians, they got their myth, you know, of how the end of the world is coming. Islam got their myth or theory on how the end of the world is coming, you know, and all religions got a myth on the end of the world is coming. And they believe that that time is near. They believe that that time we in the last days, let's say. And I've been hearing this since I was little, since I was young. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing, you know, oh, we in the last days, we in the last days. And 43 years later, the last days ain't came yet, you know. And the end of the world ain't came yet. So Christianity, they believe that Jesus is coming back. You know, the Son of God is coming back, and he's going to come back how we left. Now, he left supposedly on a cloud. He jumped on a cloud, the cloud took him up, and he was never seen again. But he was supposed to come back so he can judge the world, you know, judge the world, judge mankind of their sins. Now, mind you, when he's supposed to judge the world, that is the end of the world. That means it's the end of the world. Everyone's gonna be dead. But he's supposed to judge the living also. But how is it the end of the world? Everyone's supposed to be dead, and he's gonna judge the living and the dead. So I didn't understand that. But we know that Christianity got all these different sets, like Catholic, Christian, Baptist, Pentecostal, and so forth, you know. Even the Amish people, they got their beliefs on the end of the world. And we got, prophecies that's happening, within the Bible, So let's get to some of these prophecies. We got, famine, where is the food shortage. We got pestilence, we got insects, we got, earthquakes, floods and all these different things, fires and all these different things that was prophesied of things that go on in the earth, in the Bible. In my study, what I studied, the Bible is man-made. It's fictional. And it's a lot of shall I say, contradictions in the Bible. A lot of them. And I'm not finna get off into all the contradictions that's in there, but it's a lot of contradictions in there. And if you read it like a book, then you will understand what I'm talking about. If you read it from Genesis to Revelations, and not going through a chapter, you skip over to this chapter and you skip over to that chapter. And really, that's the only book that we have been taught to read like that. Just skip over. We never been taught to read it from Genesis to Revelations. And that's how you get a true understanding of what the book is really saying if you read it from cover to cover like a real book. But people don't do it like that. I wonder why. Anyway, but I guess it's, they don't want you to have the knowledge of, they say you want to hide something from black people, put it in a book. Okay, but we got, a food shortage. We got the food shortage. We got the pandemic going on. We got the fires in California. The food shortage, a lot of people, believe there's a food shortage going on, not here in America, but in China, it's a food shortage. It is a food shortage. I've been following that story for like 2 weeks, a couple of weeks now. It's a food shortage in China with the grain and the pork, being a pork because of the swine flu. We know that swine is unclean. We know that swine was given to us during the slavery time. If you don't know that, research it. We know that. But yeah, China, they on a food shortage. So I'm gonna show you this little old clip I got from that, and that's gonna clarify a lot of things that how you seen this. I don't know if you're aware of it, but check this clip out.
Chinese August CPI data up 2.4%, with food up 11.2% and pork prices up 52%. China continues to struggle with declining pork production because of the swine flu. As their economy continues to open, more restaurants come online, is going to cause anything that had a shortage involved with it because of the pandemic, and all the way down to even commodities and medical costs, they're all going to surge in value, and we'll see inflation data continue to increase, not only in China, but also globally, and especially in the US. You have to look at how governments are continuing to print money, devalue and debase their own currencies, and drive interest rates lower. All these are inflationary plays that we're going to continue to see moving forward.
Okay, so y'all see what's going on in China. You know, you got that. We got the fires in California. You know, um, so you know that's going on. We got an earthquake. I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but you know, Michigan area had an earthquake. You know, like way in Michigan, we know that California is known for earthquakes, but Michigan had an earthquake as well. You know, so it's a lot of things that's happening in the earth. Um, and I believe that Mother Nature is upset, you know. Um, but the end of the world, um, it speaks on in the Bible where Jesus is supposed to come back riding on a cloud, you know, and that just, you know, bamboozled people's mind because they thinking that, oh, you know, he's gonna come back on the cloud to judge everybody, and you know, Christianity got this myth, and you know, another person got this myth, like Islam. You know, we know that if you study Islam, you know that Islam has this the end of the world theory with the Antichrist. The Antichrist, which is named in Arabic the Ad-Dajjal. You know, Ad-Dajjal is the Antichrist, and he's supposed to come back, right? It's a man, or should I say some kind of being. He's in man form. He have a protruding eye, so his eye is like protruding out of his skull, you know, and it looks kind of funny. But he's the Antichrist, and he's supposed to come here, and he's supposed to deceive mankind into making mankind think that he is Jesus, you know, Isa in Arabic. So he's supposed to perform miracles. The Ad-Dajjal is supposed to perform miracles and making you think that he is Jesus or whatever. And the miracle that he's performed, he's only allowed to do it one time. But like, say for instance, you got somebody that done died, right? And it's a loved one. You really miss them and love this loved one. And so the Ad-Dajjal will come to you and say that I will perform this miracle for you. And if I perform this miracle, will you then declare that I am Jesus? You know, and say he performed this miracle and he bring your loved one back, like your mama just died from starvation, and he bring your mom back, you know, where y'all get to live, and then you gonna know that he is Jesus or whatever. And Jesus is supposed to come back and kill the Antichrist, you know, for portraying that he's him, you know. I mean, it's the things that the myths that people, you know, believe in, you know. And, you know, everybody got their opinion. I don't hate on nobody, but is it true? Is it fact or fiction? You know. Now, where did they get this from? Well, we know that the Bible's been plagiarized due to my study. It's man-made, you know, and a lot of information they got is, you know, comes from ancient Kemet, you know, Egypt, if you don't know what Kemet is, but a lot of these myths or stories came from ancient Kemet, you know, with the judging of, you know, the soul, you know, in ancient Kemet, you know, when you die, you know, you go stand before Asar. Asar sits on his throne, and you go and you be judged. Now, the judging of ancient Kemet, or the first judging, is when you die, you go and stand before the scales of Ma'at. You know, Ma'at, your heart is weighed on the scale with a feather. So, and if your heart was heavier than a feather, then that means you lived a corrupt life, a sinful life, and you won't make it to the afterlife. You know, the Amit is being is an animal that devours your heart if your heart was heavy, you know, and you won't make it to the next life. It say that it's like that you going to, you know, hell, and you dying a second time. So, but if your heart was light, you know, if your heart was light as a feather, you know, then you'll be able to go to the afterlife, and you'll go stand before Asar, you know, who sits on his throne, and, you know, it'd be like, you know, your job is well done, and you'll get to go to the afterlife, you know. And this is where they got the myth of Judgment Day, you know. But the end of the world is not gonna happen. The end of the world is when you die, and that's the end of the world for you. But the end of the world for all of mankind and all that, the whole world, and the world being destroyed and fire, and, you know, everything burnt down, that's not gonna happen. You know, the end of the world is not gonna happen. The end of the world will happen when you as an individual die. Not everybody gonna die at once, you know, and all this. And I've heard one story where, you know, all the good people gonna die first, you know, and the world just gonna be with all bad people, and that's when, you know, God's gonna come back and, you know, kill all the bad people, but all the good people gonna die first, so they ain't gotta, you know, deal with the bad people, and then the bad people gonna die, and then everybody gonna, you know, be resurrected and stand before God and be judged. Like, I heard a lot of stories, different stories of this, you know. So it's a lot of opinions and man-made theories and all this, you know, that's, you know, and as far as my study on food shortage, you know, America's not having no food shortage, you know, or nothing like that. So, I mean, it's a real touchy subject. I know the Bible got a lot of fear tactics, you know. It's got a lot of fear of you fearing God and having a fear of God and all that, you know. It's a lot of fear tactics that's been promoted, you know, over the years and years and years, and now they got the media, you know, pumping fear and all that. I mean, it's just mind control, and whoever control the masses, you know, control the world. You know, they control the mind of the masses. You control the world. You know, if you can get people to think of how you want them to think, then you control the world. So it's just a lot of stuff that we got to deal with as far as that. But I'm here to tell you that the end of the world ain't happening. You know, our birthright was immortality. You know, mankind will always be here some kind of way. You know, far as who, that's unknown. You know, man don't know. Man don't know that time. Man don't know where he's going when he die. We know we know we're going somewhere, but we don't know where we're going. You know, it's all man-made. It's myth. It's concept. You know, I don't know nobody who done came back and remembered where they've been. Like, I feel that I've been resurrected. I feel that I was here before. You know, I don't remember what I was doing before, you know, in my past life, but I feel that I've been resurrected. You know, I've been here before, and I mean, I feel it. You know, I feel that my ancestors are from ancient Kemet. So you know, that's what I feel. But what do you feel? Well, that's it for now on this subject. You know, we'll talk about this later, maybe in the future. But for now, that's it. Thanks for rocking with Kelvin Tut once again, y'all. Family, you know, I'm about to get up out of here. And I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Y'all have a good day, a good week, a prosperous week, you know. And y'all stay studying, stay researching, because the information is out there. You know, the information is out there. So y'all stay studying. That's it for now. Peace, my people. And I'm going to see y'all next time.